Hello, Lipsync for Your Life. I'm Mikey,
And I'm Blake.
and welcome to Lipsync for Your Life fashion-ish video review.
Robot
It's our
noises,
yeah,
that kind of stuff.
all
Yes,
that.
so we're basically just copying fashion photo review, but with lip syncs and two people who are completely qualified to do it because I went out ninth and Mikey was top three. So we're multiples of three, therefore
In
we're good.
yes, the rule of three, as in all bad things come in threes.
Exactly. We're
Yeah,
terrible. So we're perfect. So let's jump right into it with. And this is Electra Light. And I know this is a TDR queen, Tumblr's Drag Race. Go check it out. We've been having a lot of crossover. And I didn't really like this sync. And I feel bad starting off the video so negatively. Like, I appreciate that she had a concept, she had a look, but the
yeah.
concept didn't connect, and she was, like, dead in the eyes.
I felt like there were a lot of really, really solid ideas here. I loved the connection to the idea of my friend the communist being the very first line of the song, and it's, you know, political and relevant today. But I just felt like the energy was a little off.
It definitely was. And I'm going to preface this by saying I love all the TDR queens. I'm doing Cycle 10, so this comes from a place of love. Something I've noticed already with the TDR queens is I feel like they are relying on pretty, almost like Courtney Act, which I hate to say because she didn't, but they come into this and they're like, oh, I look pretty, I look pretty on TDR, so I'll do well here. Like, you need a solid concept and you need energy. And I lacked that from all the TDR queens this week. So I'm worried for all of them right now.
I I definitely think that it was kind of a higher expectation for a lot of the TDR girls, and I think that that may be not the fairest thing about our competition for them. That we expect because they have experience in another online competition, which is, as anyone will tell you, so different from what ours is, that they get held to almost a higher standard sometimes. And I think that that may be a little bit of what's going on, especially since we've had, Lethal Injection, who did so well on All Stars, and Tony A. Ward, who, lasted a long time too. It's just, and Harper, of course, the queen. Um, I just think that yeah, it's not a bad video. It's not a bad start to the competition, but um, there are some ways to improve, and I think that that's an okay thing for the first week.
It is good. I mean, like, for the first week, like, I think she's really finding herself in lip syncs, and that's okay. Electra, you have my full support. I love you. I think you're amazing. But it's a boot, girl.
It's for me, it's a more gentle boot. It's like a booty, like a chunky heel booty, um, not not like a combat boot.
Ooh, coming from my combat boots. Alright, bitch. Alright! And up next, we have me with a bunch of numbers, but we just call him Meme. And a meme he is. Even though
It's
this
Dat
video is
Boy.
so serious. Dat boy. Oh my god. um, this is such a far cry from his first audition video. And I love it. I think that's awesome that he went from this very campy drag queen number that was taken from a monologue and Untucked and went to something so serious and dark and brought this concept of, I found this box of VHS tapes. And it was
Yeah.
clear.
I think this is a really, really strong second showing for me. I think that, yeah, it really paid off to be versatile. To start out with something so funny and on the nose for pop culture, and then now to do something that's so throwback and so different than last week, I think is really, really cool.
And like I'm in love with this concept. I love the idea of like lost videos and like found tapes, all that kind of stuff. I'm fascinated with it. And to do something like that and tell this story in a way that you can perceive it any way you want to, I think it's genius. Like it's so smart. I will say I was a little bit bored at times because he was just walking around. I don't necessarily mind it. I wish there was a little bit more to it, but it's a very easy tube for me.
Oh yeah, hands down. This is one of the easiest toots I will have this round. I think that yeah, a tiny bit draggy in the middle and draggy not in a great way, but the overall effect I think is really solid.
Good job, meme. You have good parents, aka us. And up next, we have Phoebe St. Jefferson, another one of the TDR girls, and my personal favorite TDR girl of the week. I think she killed this challenge. It was so funny, it was so cute, the concept was correct, song, little off theme, really off theme, but I don't necessarily mind. I think she took this song and made it fit the theme, and I think that's really smart. And I see so much of what I saw in past winners in her. I see her going really far in this competition if she does it well and does it correctly.
I agree. I think this was a really good video. I don't think that the song really fit this so well, but I like the way that she took it. I definitely agree that there are some elements of some past winners. I definitely see shades of Marcella and Joan in her. I loved the shade at the end. I thought that was really clever. No, this was a really well done video.
I mean, this is like an easy toot for me, but the only thing I'm booting is that goddamn hairline. Glue down your wigs, Phoebe.
I'll boot the song, but I'll toot everything else.
Yeah, I would say that's fair. I don't think Phoebe's winning this week, just because the song choice was so off theme, but if she's not high, she's a very high safe, so Phoebe's fine, I think.
I kind of think Phoebe will be in the top 3, but I don't think she's going to win. I do think there's a more clear winner this week.
I agree. Maybe it'll be our top 2, which you have yet to find out. And up next is another TDR girl. I did not realize there were this many TDR girls on this season. Adrena Lynn, taking her name from Lethal Injection. Because, you know, hormones and death. It was not funny, I apologize. Adrena killed it this week. This song was such a smart choice. I did not think of this, and I'm like madly in love with Alanis Morissette. Like, I'm madly in love with her. I would carry her babies. And she did the song so much justice. And again, like, oh god, who was it? Meme. This is such a far cry from her audition and what we know her for. We know her as a dancer, and for her to come out and kill this Irish ballad is amazing to me. Like, I think I don't have anything I can say badly about the video.
Okay, then I'll take over for that part. I actually really liked this. I know that sounds meaner than I intended it. I thought that the lip sync part was excellent. The biggest issue I had was the way the song was cut, and I think that worked against her a little bit in this. It just bothered me that it got a little crunchy at a couple points, and it took me out of it. I was thrown off by the stripping at first, but it paid off for where it went, so I appreciate that. But there was a slight wardrobe malfunction, and that's a pet peeve for me a little bit. Just film one more take.
I can agree with that. I think wardrobe malfunctions happen, and I know once you've done 10 takes, we've all been there, it sucks, but you want to get that perfect take. You want to be able to say, this is the best that I can do, and this is what I'm bringing, and this is why I should win. And to leave that in the video, I agree, it worries me a little bit, but she's still a contender. I think the wedding dress at the end was absolutely beautiful, and such a smart choice. So this is an easy 2 for me.
Hands down, this is a toot. The versatility alone and how solid just selling that straight lip sync is such a toot.
And up next, we have Erica Strada doing Living in the Sunlight. I think this was a very obvious choice, and I don't necessarily mind that because it's a very fun, cute, poppy song. And Erica lacked all of those things. This totally fell flat for me. I think she missed the focus of the song, putting it in black and white and putting that grainy filter over it with this long, beautiful black wig. It really was a huge disconnect for me. I didn't understand what was going on. Her emotion was like very like almost numb. And this song, you can't paint that song in this way. I really don't think it's possible because this is such a fun, happy, peppy song, and for me, this was like a funeral.
This is where being older than you pays off, because I totally understood the look and the video element, because she was impersonating Tiny Tim, who, if you've never seen a picture of him, he is the most bizarre looking human being on the face of this earth. That hair is exactly right. The look was to mimic sort of like an old 60s television show, and I really appreciated that. I loved the look. Visually, it was perfect for me, but the energy level was so much lower than what it should have been. I give props for the dancing and stuff during the musical breaks, but it was just a little bit too low energy for me, and it sucks because when I clicked on this video, I was so excited because it made me think of Tiny Tim, but it just was not a Tiny Tim performance.
I agree, the energy was definitely low, and to your point about it being mimicking Tiny Tim, I did not know that. And you have to think about the audience you are catering to when making videos or making anything. Her video just ended because it's so short. Whoops. Oh well, I'll leave that in. Obviously, a lot of the community is older and will get the references, but I'm sure there are a lot of teenagers and younger kids who are 13, 14, who don't know who Tiny Tim is, who are afraid to comment, afraid to post, but who are still voting. So it's difficult to do something like this. And unless you do have that energy up, unless you're fun and poppy and cute, where you can make it, you can sell it without having to sell the concept to everybody, it's not going to work. And that's why I have to boot this, even though I love her so much.
I I feel really torn. On the performance end, unfortunately, it does have to be a boot, but I really do appreciate all of the visual and song choice, and even the lip sync itself was great. It's just the energy just wasn't there to make this a toot for me, and I'm really, really sorry about that.
Ah, heartbreaking. Such a happy song, too. And now we have Paprika, formerly known as Kyle Visage, formerly known as Moochie. She's been under a lot of names.
The missing Spice Girl.
That's true. It's my favorite part. Paprika was a contestant on season 4 with us, and she was double eliminated with me, and I'm still bitter about it. But she did come back to Shangela. She did TDR. She killed TDR. So she set some very
Quit
high
TDR.
standards for herself. She quit TDR. She did set very high standards for herself, and in no way for me did she meet any of them. I was so bored with this video. I think the song was pretty obvious. It was mentioned a lot in the Discord. Jordan did it. And the concept is something I have seen on Gina do. I've seen Morgan McMichaels do. I'm pretty sure Harper did it on Lipsync for Your Life. Like, this brought nothing new. And I know Paprika is so much better than this, and that's why I'm so angry that this is what she submitted.
I didn't hate this as much as you did, apparently. I feel like, yeah, the concept's been done. I feel like if somebody wants to do their research and kind of go back, I think Gemini Gaga, I'm going to get so torn for so ripped apart for this, but Gemini Gaga did this so much better on season 2 for that Lana Del Rey song that I can't stand. But I felt like the actual performance of this was really solid up until the very end. I feel like the lack of lip sync right at the end and the covering it with wiping her face was kind of a cop out a little bit for me. I feel like, and I understand, this is a one take, you only get one shot at this video, so applause for that. But it just didn't make as much of an impact as I feel like she probably hoped for.
And like you said, like, the lip sync was perfect, and it's always been perfect. So I look for that. If she didn't have her lip sync perfect, I would drag her for that too. But because she is a Shangela, we know what she's capable of. And the fact that this isn't on the level that she was on season 4 really worries me. And I have to boot this. Like, I can't not.
It's another gentle boot for me. It's not something that I totally loathed, but it just was not as impactful as some other videos this week.
Hopefully, she improves. We shall see. And up next, we have David. and I I was cackling the entire time this video was playing, like truly honest to God cackling. It it was so funny. I mean David is so funny. It was very correct for me. I I feel like he could have gone a lot farther with the concept. I love the outfit, I love the glasses. I feel like the notes were really cute. I got called out in it, that's fine. I mean, it was a cute video. There's not much else to say. He could have gone a lot farther with it. He could have written more in the notes, done something other than a bunch of letters, but this is what we got. Does it work? Yeah, I liked it. It's good enough for him to be safe, and sometimes that's all you're able to deliver in 1 week, and that's okay.
I'm going to start out with the only negative I have for David's video, which was the overlay was not perfect. If it's even just off a hair, people notice it and people start making comments about it. That's really the one thing that this video didn't have going for it. On the positive side, where it really worked, the concept was really adorable. The notes from the two of us, I cried laughing after, just because they are so correct, and also he got us. He got us really good.
He did.
The energy. This is how you do high energy right. Is David a dancer? No, but he's also not a dancer. So to do the little geeky fun thing it really paid off, and I'm glad that this is kind of our introduction to his drag persona of Beep. I think that that's just really funny, and this video is an easy toot for me.
Oh yeah, very easy toot. It reminded me a lot of some of the kind of stupid shit Miranda Sings would do, which normally I'm like, no, stop it, Miranda Sings is the worst. But I didn't mind it. I thought it was cute. Easy toot. Go David. And up next we have Shady Guava, and I actually, like, died and resurrected during this video. And I think Mikey has a lot to say, so I'll let him talk first.
I wrote down the word perfect, and I don't ever feel that way about Lip Sync for Your Life videos often, but this video was art. The connection to the camera, 150%. The subtle touches with the facial expression, the gimmick with the clouds and the sun and the things on his arms, this was the most perfect video of the week, and easily of this and last season.
Oh, hands down. Like, as soon as I heard Estelle, I actually think I came, and I was just excited about Estelle, so I was already into the video, but watching it, like, you get lost in it. It tells a story without doing anything, and that is one of the hardest things to do in a video, and he did it so well. And again, this is such a far cry from his audition video where he did speed rap. And he goes to fucking Estelle and does this beautiful ballad and just shits all over it. Like, I'm so surprised and I'm so excited that we have so many contenders this season. And I mean, there's no question that this is a 2.
Oh, hands down. The easiest toot of the week for me. And I just really love that the non-drag performers are killing it this season. That's kind of, you get drag queen bias a little bit with Lip Sync, but I think that the male contestants that are not drag queens or have not shown us a drag side yet have really been slaying it.
They have been, and who knows, we might see our first non-drag queen winner.
We already had that with Door, but yeah.
Alright, you know what? I forgot All Stars existed.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And up next is Lila I actually tried to pronounce it at first, and then I couldn't. Is it
Lisa Millstone?
Lisa Millstone. Perfect. Alright, Lisa Millstone. Alright. I told the Discord that if anybody did It's Raining Men, I would actually physically fight them. So, Lila, you almost made me want to throw hands, but you did a very clever remix, and I commend you for that. I think that was smart. I am actually stealing it for my drag show this Saturday, so thanks for that. My problem with this video lies in the fact that, again, you are relying on pretty. You are a beautiful drag queen. You won TDR for a reason. That's awesome. I think your energy was really good. I enjoyed the video, but there was really nothing to this. It felt bland almost, because you're so smart and you're so clever, and I want to see you deliver these insane concepts. Because you're not a dancer. You're not a dancer, but it's hard, depending on the song, to not be a dancer, right? So, for me, like, I didn't get anything out of this video. At all. It was you moving around. And your camera went out of focus a little bit. I think the energy was correct, but I didn't enjoy it.
I enjoyed it, but I feel like there was kind of all flash and no substance. I feel like the effects were really well done. I feel like the look was right. The cloud piece was really cute, really pretty. Lily, you are an artist, but I feel like this did not show your art on a grand enough scale for the song you chose. Do I think that it was bad? Not at all. I think that it was passable, but passable isn't going to get you far as you could be if you were giving us art every week.
And not, I know I've hounded everybody, like, have a concept. And I'm not saying that you need to plan out a storyboard for every video that you do, but tell a story. Look at Shady Guava's video. He told a story without doing anything. It's possible. Look at Meme's video. You have to be able to explain your story and let it be clear to the audience. And also, don't let your camera go out of focus like every 20 seconds. I gotta boot this. I love you, Lila. I'm so sorry, but I have to boot it.
I would say that if you notice that the camera's going out, that is an automatic, all right, gotta do another take. You already had the look done. Your video wasn't one of those where you were losing pieces as you went, so I feel like the fact that you didn't go for one more take, just one more, or turn off autofocus, just something needed to change a little bit, and it just kills me, but I gotta boot this too.
I thought that was going to be our... And up next is probably my favorite drag queen name ever, Jasco Marks. This was a cute video. I loved the effects. I love that it is, and I've said this like 3 times already, but it's true, it's a far cry from your audition, and I think that's very clever. I'm glad that you went out there. What I'm not glad with is that you looked like you were in pain the entire video. She's beautiful, and she's so talented, and I loved her ping pong shtick. It was so cute. But for me, like, this song is emotion. The song is happy, and then it's sad, and then it's happy, and it's sad. And, like, it was just almost like you were bored. And you have to be having fun. You have to be entertaining to yourself. Because if you're not entertaining to yourself, no one else is going to be entertained.
I wrote down a couple things for this. I loved the concept. I felt like the energy kind of lacked at the beginning, but it did pick up at the end. I really felt by the end she found her groove. The one thing that kind of took me out of this performance-wise, I agree that, you know, the face, there needs to be a lot more emoting there. Give us both, like, give us extreme. It's a video. You can afford to pull faces. But the wacky thing that bothered me, and it always bothers me in lip sync videos, is clapping. If you're gonna clap in your video, fucking clap. I got Nicole Kidman clapping with the extended fingers and only the palms touching, and it just threw me off, and it looked cartoony, and it didn't fit with, I mean, as cartoony as the graphics were, it just didn't fit with the tone that you were going for throughout the video. And I feel like that, I love Jasco. I think that this was a good video, not a great video. I still see shades of the audition, which I really loved. But I definitely think this is a slight misstep that I feel like will be corrected. I don't think that this video is really anything to worry about.
Get dragged for clapping wrong. Like, shit.
But the hands didn't make like a connection. You could tell that it was just like fake clapping, and it just wasn't. It didn't like. It turned me off.
Ankle straps to Raven are claps to Mikey. You heard it here first, folks.
You got it.
I think I'm gonna have to boot this video because of the clapping.
Fuck you, Blake. I'm gonna toot this, but it's like a kind of toot. It's not. I'm not excited about the toot, but it's definitely not a boot for me.
Our first argument of the cycle. How exciting. And up next, we have Gino. And apparently Mikey also has a lot to say for this video, so take it away.
The song choice I thought was great. I feel like this was kind of, I'll say it was kind of an obvious song choice for something like this, but it was kind of done in a way that I was not expecting. I felt like this video was kind of rife with problems from the start. The energy was, I just don't understand where a lot of the energy was coming from. I read the explanation of the video in the end, in the thread, but it doesn't really jive with what I saw on camera. The energy in the face didn't match the body. Which didn't match the song. Neither of them matched the song. The light obscured her face a lot. There was a wardrobe malfunction, which I've already said previously. That's like an automatic shoot again. It's not one of those videos that has to be a one and done. I feel like it begged for another take. I feel like there was, unfortunately, a lot more to improve on in this video than there was to kind of highlight.
Mikey hit all the points I was going to make, and the only thing I will say is that if you have to explain your video in the thread, something is wrong. It's a boot.
This is a boot.
And up next, we have Jordan, who, unsurprisingly, absolutely, completely, totally slaughtered it. You're amazing, you're beautiful, you look like Linda Evangelista at the Devil. This video is fucking awesome. Like, it is the first lip sync for your life of the season, which is exciting, and I think you totally, absolutely slaughtered Paprika. The concept was so good. Your facial expressions and your lip syncing are just, they blow my mind. I've seen it before on Lip Sync for Your Life, like having these crazy wild facial expressions, and it's something that I do, but you bring yourself to it, and that is so refreshing to see such a unique personality and to see your personality in these videos. And just from the two videos I've seen from you, you're a contender.
I completely agree. I think that this was a smart choice because it was a narrative, beginning, middle, end. The concept, 10 out of 10. The cute touches with the callbacks to The Exorcist and to other horror movies I thought was really, really neat. Again, some framing issues. I think that that's probably going to be Jordan's biggest battle, and it feels like he's either very, very tall or what he's filming on is just a little bit too short for his height. And I feel like that's a super easy fix, because if that's the only thing that I'm picking up on, I obviously don't have a whole lot of negative notes here written down. I'm going to give this a complete toot and tell him that Blake wants your number.
You're not wrong on that. Also want Shady's number, hit me up, y'all. I got a boyfriend, but he can disappear real quick. On the note of framing, though, I will say that I record a lot on my windowsill. I place my phone on my windowsill, hit record, back up, and I do it. And is that the best way? Hell no. But you will find a way to make it work. And you, of all people, Jordan, I trust that you will make this work, because you are smart and you are talented. So, total toot, great job, call me. And up next we have Annalise Thropic, a pun I don't understand, but Mikey might understand it, so take it away, Mikey.
I believe it's misanthropic, but I could be wrong on that. I just know that this video, for me, was my favorite TDR girl video. I felt like the energy was good, the face was good. I wrote down cute effects that don't distract, but then I crossed out the don't distract part because of the backup dancers. I feel like there was a little bit something weird with the lip sync from them. They were either just slightly ahead or slightly behind. I can't really remember. But I know that they didn't match up with what middle Annalise was doing, and middle Annalise was selling it.
Yeah, I did notice that the backgrounds were a little bit off. It happens, but again, this is a case of it could do with one more take, to steal your words, because it could. I liked the little emojis. I thought it was cute. I think the song was cute. You're cute, Annalise. You're really cute. I hope you can show us more than cute, though. I really do, because I think you could do very well, and congratulations on winning TDR. I'll toot you.
Easy toot for me.
And up next, we have Lush Monsoon, a possible callback to Jinx Monsoon of Season 5, or her hometown was hit by a monsoon, and that inspired her drag. I don't know. I won't ask. This video is okay. I mean, it was okay. I don't really have anything bad to say about it, but I don't really have anything good to say about it either. I really don't have anything to say. The only thing I can say is that it seems like she's setting up a narrative with the 6 weeks earlier, and I want to see that go somewhere. That better go somewhere. If it doesn't, I'm going to be real mad, because that is what you have started now. That is what you said you're bringing, so you have to bring it. We need to see a conclusion to this, and it better come soon, because people will get bored.
I agree. I like the Chekhov's gun setup where it's we know something's going to happen. Something happened 6 weeks ago that was just her performing on a stage. I really liked the simple setup of that. It definitely felt like I was at a drag show. The only negative I have for the performance itself was the prop. Either more props or no props. Because the one folded piece of paper, like you're going to cover yourself from rain, I got it. But I either wanted a little umbrella, even if it was like a tiny umbrella from a drink, to be real campy. Like, it either needed to go way campy or be just really solid. This is me performing on a stage. This is it. I thought the energy was good. The look was beautiful. I'm really excited to see more, but I just feel like there were a couple missed opportunities.
There was. I didn't necessarily mind the paper. It definitely reminded me of Rocky Horror. I wish it was like a newspaper or something, and I wish it was in the scene longer, except for maybe 2 seconds. But I didn't necessarily mind it, and I'm torn on whether I want to toot or boot this, because I didn't have anything good or bad to say about it. So I will default to boot, but know that I love you, Lush, and that I support you completely.
When we started this, I did not believe that I would be the Paula Abdul of this, but this is a toot for me.
I guess I'm Simon Cowell, but at least I'm cute, at least you made music, bitch. And our final contestant of the week is Sean, who has been auditioning for like ever, and I'm so glad he's on season 5. I adore Sean, and I adored this video. I love Blister in the Sun. It's a song I grew up on. It was an integral part of my childhood, and he absolutely did it justice for me. I think the filter was really cute, really fun. I love that he was like sunburnt, because he's so white, it absolutely makes sense. And he was poppy, he was cute, he was fun. This is what I'm looking for in a video with this song. I think Erica could learn a lot from this, watching this video over and over and over, looking at those movements. It was so cute. I was laughing and smiling the whole time, and there wasn't much to it, but there was a story, and that's the important part.
I agree. I think that this was really high energy. It was oddly wholesome for a song about masturbation, which I think is hilarious to me. I feel like there were some framing issues, but with a live video kind of like this, where someone's running around in a field in broad daylight in the middle of a crowded city, of course you're gonna have minor framing issues. I like that there were variations. It wasn't the same move all the time. It was just really, really well done.
My favorite part was absolutely the cartwheel that he tried to do and failed miserably. I seriously screamed. It was so funny. I mean, this is a complete toot for me. I can't wait to see what Sean does next.
Absolutely a toot. I'm really excited that Sean's on this season, and I'm really excited to see him continue on this competition.
Trend alert! Body hair.
Hairy women.
Oh, natural.
No nair needed.
Okay, we're just gonna end it there and be laughing. Alright, and our top toot of the week is Shady Guava. Clapping! Yay, I can't clap.
Yay!
Shady, you killed it. You did amazing. You deserve this top toot, and I hope you win this week.
Hands down.
And that will conclude our first session of Lipsync video slash photo slash fashion review. Whoa! I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know we had a lot of fun filming this. And Mikey, will we see them next week?
We will see them next week. And I just want to say, please keep this in the spirit in which it's intended, which is entertainment and fun, and know that all of the videos are great, and we support each and every person that's competing this season because we've been there and we know exactly how hard it is to put yourself out there and compete every week.
I definitely agree. And if you disagree with us, if you want to talk, excuse me, if you disagree with us, if you want to talk to us about what we said, what you can improve on, like, directly, please approach us. I know both of us would be happy to talk to you guys.
Yeah, if you like what we had to say, our usernames are just Lyra and MTD1988. And if you didn't, they're that Leafy on in UEH.
Mm-hmm. And if you hated what we had to say, my name is Ariel Italic. We'll see you next week, guys.
Bye!